TLT just crossed the line it absolutely needed to hold to keep a bullish perspective. We've warned about this multiple times, and now the breakdown is here. Bonds are flashing critical signals, and the bearish case is gaining traction. How far can TLT drop? What does this mean for yields? Let's break down the charts and evaluate the most probable bearish paths ahead. We also cover TLT and yields in our market waves updates daily, so make sure to stay tuned for broader market insights. This is the chart I've been talking about for a while. And this is the level. Today, TLT crossed 89.68 and it technically invalidated multiple bullish counts. First of all, I'm removing this one. The green one is definitely invalidated with this move. And now the blue one also. So we would still keep the red ones. However, there are questions about it. So, and we discussed it yesterday. So far, this wave down looks impulsive, and the very first wave could be either wave 1, this would be wave 2, and now TLT is forming wave 3, followed by 4, and potentially 5. And if we measure it, let's try to measure. So this is the perspective for this particular wave, 1618, so somewhere here, and this is the perspective for this wave. Or another possibility, we are looking for another potential impulse, so this would be wave 5 of a bigger impulse, and I'm putting this one. So let's say this wave would be somewhere here at the end of wave 1, then we might see wave 2 here, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So there are two possibilities at this point right now for declining. However, I still would like to keep the possible a bigger correction, like here A, B, C, and I'd like to visualize it so that you can see this is an A, this would be wave B somewhere here, and potentially wave C. So what this, and let me change the color so that we have different possibilities here clearly defined. So this would be wave B, and this would be wave C of this bigger correction. So now it is time to start looking at the bigger pictures, and what we are seeing here, let me switch to just quickly to another frame. This is a 12-hour frame, and what is the possibility here? I would like to emphasize that this wave that started in September has been impulsive, and I'm talking about this one. So this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So technically this flag that right now being formed, and I would like to highlight it in much darker colors. So this is potentially a bearish flag, and we are seeing the perspective to move lower, perhaps much lower. If this is the first impulse down, then we have a corrective wave 2, and now we are looking down for another leg, and it could be quite lengthy. I think that we will discuss it in our weekly report, which we are going to post either tomorrow or on Saturday, and also we'll quickly touch point on this in our weekly digest. So this is a very serious formation, and we need to dig deeper to look what are the perspectives. So far, the lucky path would be the purple one if we have a bigger wave 2 or B, but this flag could be complete now, and we might be looking for much lower prices. So that's the perspective of Elliott waves. And now let's have a look at the candles. What we are seeing here is, first of all, we warned a couple of days ago that TLT investors will be disappointed with these type of candles. So this is what is happening right now. So far, this candle could be bullish, could be bearish. If it moves a little higher, it would be on neck or in neck bearish continuation pattern. The main information here is that it broke through the 100 days moving average, the purple line, and the chances for continued move lower are significant. This is the 8-day frame, which will be closing also today. As I mentioned before, this will be a big bearish harami. I'm not seeing how it's gonna be reverted. So in order to make this candle bullish, TLT needs to rally approximately, well, at approximately 3.5% or even more. I highly doubt it is feasible for today. And another thing that we will be looking for is this. This is the weekly closure happening tomorrow. If TLT closes below this below this green line, it will be a very bearish closure. It will be technically a confirmation of the harami on the weekly frame, and I would like to identify the exact level we would be looking for, low 89.26, and let me mark it here, 89.26. So keep this line in mind. If TLT closes below this line, the bearish path will be opened. Now let's have a look at the yields, what they are telling us. So this is the chart that we've been tracking since March 5th, and we are seeing a very strong impulse here for the first wave, potentially a zigzag for wave 2, and now a bigger wave is unfolding. It's slow. This is a 2-hour frame, and the rates are typically slow to move. So this is the target, perspective target for wave 3. However, it could be higher. Let's see how it develops. So far, no concerns here. And the final final look at the yields is this one, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 30 years. So far, this wave, the candles are bullish, and now they are climbing above major support lines. Used to be resistance 8 and 20 EMA. The chances for continued, if they close like this with the doji today, the chances for a move higher would be significant. And let's have a look at different frames. So the two days forming tomorrow, 3-day also. What about weekly? So the weekly is not that bullish yet, and it might be a little lower here. So let's see how it closes. The candle and the few technical indicators will be crucial tomorrow, and we will discuss it in the weekly report, obviously. And finally, once we are here, once we're in the department, let's have a look at the Canada 5-year government bond yield. After yesterday Bank of Canada meeting, which left rates unchanged, it looks like the yields are looking for higher highs. And the daily frame and the 2-day frame, which is closing today, if it closes like this at this particular level, it will be a reversal, confirmation of reversal on the 2-day frame. For the 3-day, it is closing tomorrow a little higher, and we might have a 3-day closure bullish. So far, it looks like the bond market is saying that no more rate cuts for Canada. So with TLT breaking key support, the bond market is at a pivotal moment. If the bearish momentum continues, we could see a significant shift in market dynamics. Will yields spike further? Can TLT reclaim lost ground? We'll be tracking every move in real time. Don't forget, treasuries and yields are featured daily in our market waves updates, where we analyze their impact on equities, commodities, and global markets. What's your take? Bearish continuation or a surprise reversal? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next update. And as always, happy trading!